Hello, and welcome to the Diva Talks live show. I am your host, the Diva. And once again, I am here super excited about my guest tonight. You all know him as Mr. The Lord Did It. But let me introduce you. His real name is Mr. George Stokes Jr. Hey, George.
Hey, how you doing, Diva?
I am blessed and highly favored. How are you?
I'm absolutely fabulous. You
Awesome.
know,
Well, you're looking good. You're sounding good. I'm just excited that you took time out your busy schedule to chat with me tonight.
thank you. Absolutely. We have a lot to talk about.
Yes, we do. So we're just gonna dive right in. How do you feel?
I feel good. You know, I don't look like what I've been through,
Mm,
but it's a struggle every day. But today, I feel good.
awesome.
You-
Well, because I don't know who don't know everything that has happened to you over these last 14, 15 months. But prior to COVID, tell us about the Lord Did It, George Stokes Jr. Who was he?
Oh man, he was a beast. No, he was a he was a good guy. You know, he was the guy that actually was you know uh he was deep dipped and dabbed in the streets.
Okay.
This was prior to 2011, you know, and 2000 at 2011 he ended up doing some time, 5 years, and as soon as he went in, he said he got to do something different. You know, he got to flip it. He got to be better. He can't do the same things he did before. So, you know, he has to do something different. So at that point, I just let God take control. And, 5 years went by. I came home with $800 to my name, and I just wanted to smell the flowers. So the first thing that happened to me was that I let God take control.
Mm,
You know, and he ended up giving me everything back. You know, I went to school, graduated from college, you know, became a counselor, uh, uh, and with my degree, I became a mental health counselor. And when I got my license, uh, I wanted my license plates customized. So I
okay.
said, I'm going to do everything the way that I want it done. I want to do everything big. I want to do everything great. I want to just do something original, you know. So I came up with the Lord Did It on my customized plate, right? And then from there, it was just so amazing that when you'll see that he's really in control, you know what I'm saying? So at
Right.
this point, I just saw a friend of mine reached out and said, George, well, put it on a t-shirt. So we put it on the t-shirt. So we talk about 2016. So we put it on the t-shirt, and it was good. So up until the point, that was before the COVID. So up
Right.
until when I got COVID, I mean, he has done so much for me in them 4 years. It was just, it was just me giving myself to God and watching him do some work based on the work that I do. Watch him do
Wow.
his work, you know.
I wondered where that name came, but so you spoke about a friend saying put it on a t-shirt. I'm assuming it's the same person that I know because she is the t-shirt queen around here in the city of Buffalo. Is it who I'm thinking is? Who was the one who told you to put on a t-shirt?
Chinese Hall.
Oh yeah. Oh
Chinese
yeah. She
Hall was
when
the
I
best.
tell you, I think I was at her establishment every other month, doing some type of t-shirt for me. She is shout out to oh my God, she is
Yeah,
awesome.
she's the
Brand
one.
new, right? Brand new, right?
Yeah, brand new. Yeah, the Lord
Awesome.
did it.
And the Lord, so we're gonna get into that. So I want you to tell the story how it is. So we got that piece of story. So that's where the Lord did it came from.
Right,
Okay, so now life is going good, everything is going great. Then we knew you as the Lord Did It or George Stokes, but now we know you as the first patient, COVID patient in St. Joe's.
right.
Talk about that
Listen,
from day one.
I don't know where that came from, but it came, you know, and that hit hard, you know, because when I drove myself to the hospital, sitting in my recliner chair with a fever of 103.
Did you know about COVID though?
We just heard about it.
Okay.
I'm a counselor, so we in the field. The only thing we have that's helping us protect ourselves is hand sanitizer. You know, so at this point, I drove myself to the hospital. Had I stayed there within an hour, I'd have been dead. I'm talking about dead, not on vacation where I say, I'll see you next week, LaTanya. Ain't none of that. It's over. So that's what would have happened to me. So, I'm here. I drove myself to the hospital. They kept me. Half an hour later, I had cardiac arrest. At this point, I'm in a coma. I don't know what's going on. I'm in an induced coma. I don't know nothing except that I drove myself there because of my fever. And 32 days later, I came out of there. I came out the coma and was like, okay, I want to go home. I didn't know I was there for 32 days. You know what I'm saying? So
oh my God.
Doctor said, hold on. He told me what I've been through. He said, well, you actually coded twice. I said, what's that? He said, your heart stopped. I said, oh my goodness. So at that point, fear kicked in. Like, how am I going to live with this? And then at that moment, God said, man, fear is a sin. I ain't bring you through all that so you can fear. You have some fear. So then right at that moment, I said, I'm living, and I started living.
The Lord did it.
Fear has no room in here. I'm trying to tell you that. So, and that's how I've been living ever since.
So we saw you. So we saw you, to catch those up who don't know or not locally. We saw you on the news. We saw you. So you drove yourself to St. Joe's, or were you transferred to St. Joe's?
No, I drove myself to St. Joe's.
Okay, St. Joe's. Okay, so we see you 33 days later, or however many days it was after you had gotten out of the hospital. When you were brought out of the coma, you came out of the coma. Take us there. What was life like at that moment?
Well, like I said, when I came out of the coma, I wanted to go home. Actually, when they took the ventilator out to see if I could talk and breathe, the doctor said, George, say something. I said, I'm George and I'm back. I don't know where that came from, but that's what I said, and I told the nurse, that was my spirit. She said, no, that was your soul. I said, okay, I'll go with that. But anyways, I came out of the hospital. I came out of the coma, and I went through that. I went through that whole ordeal of just being alive. Like nothing else meant nothing else meant nothing to me as opposed to me living. Not my hair looking crazy from laying up in the coma for 35 days. Not the weight that I lost. I lost 95 pounds. Not being wheeled. I couldn't walk. I couldn't talk. None of that stuff mattered because I was living. Jewelry, cars. I had jewelry, cars, trucks, all that stuff didn't matter. Clothes didn't matter. Houses. This is how serious I was about this thing. So when people, I'm on a whole nother level. So when people say, George, they could at least cut your hair. I said, what is you talking about? I'm living. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is the best haircut in the world right now.
Right. That part. Oh my goodness. They say it's the little things that people take for granted, but it's life that people take for granted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're right, and I didn't think about it like that, but you're right. It is those little things, because we forget about them. We forget about how important it is to actually pick the flower up and smell it. Those things are the most important things. So, I realized that then, so that changed the way that I lived my second half of my life, which was I was in a coma at 49,
Mm-hmm.
and I got a chance to celebrate my half a century birthday.
Yes, you did.
I
You did it
turned
up
a
too.
huh?
You did it up too. I saw pictures.
Yeah,
I,
we had fun. That was for
I,
them, not me.
and you know what, I was going to ask you that, people go through things, and it's like, it's a lesson on the other side. Why do you think, or what do you think God was trying to tell you or show you? Or like you said, it wasn't for you, it
Well,
was other people. What do you get out of that?
well, I had already changed my life.
Hmm.
Put him first. 4 years in.
Okay.
And he showed me that he'd give me everything back if I put him first.
Mm.
So, um, so when I went through that, he showed me that what I did already built my faith.
Mm.
And although COVID came here and attacked me, that was nothing that he did. But it put me in a place where he was all right. He was right there with me. It's like the footprint, footprint poem. But anyway, the verses.
Yeah, yeah.
He was right
He was
there
there.
with
He
me.
was carrying you.
Oh yeah, he was
He
right
was
there with
carrying
me.
you.
And he did something for everybody. For the people that didn't know me that was praying, for the people that knew me that was praying, for the people that hated me that was praying. He made all of them pray first and foremost.
Right.
Prayer changes things.
Yes,
But
yes, yes.
in another, and what the Lord did it, he actually brought me through that and used me and used me, for them, for them.
So
He
he
used
he
me
put you through that so you could bless somebody else, basically.
so I could bless my haters, my believers, and my non-believers.
Okay.
That's what he
Okay.
did. He
Okay.
put me through that. Oh, y'all don't believe that the Lord did it?
That's it. That's it. Let,
Okay.
let me show
Well,
you.
hey, he did the ultimate right there. That was like come on, that's a life changer. And he did it at a point in my life where I'm about to turn 50.
That's awesome.
And he say, hold on. Now, you wish you knew what you know now when you was 25 and you want to be 25 again. Well, here's a new life. How about
Hmm.
that?
So he gave you a new life.
Absolutely.
So
And
they always say that it's that saying that you have to look at the cup half full, not empty.
it's how you look at it.
It's how you look at it. Yeah. So even though you were stricken with such a disease that could have taken your life, God blessed you with a new life.
He blessed me. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But and I think I'm one of his favorites, man. And ha, you know that was about my faith too. Oh, let me get back to what I was saying to you. So what he did was when I went through that and came out of that, he washed away all my sins.
Mm.
Matter of fact, he threw all that stuff in the what's that? The sea of forgiveness. Now, if you believe in the Lord, you know there's a sea of forgiveness. He
Yeah.
did that. On top of me get myself together, he said, hold on, for what I want you to do, I got to clean you up for real. You hear me?
Wow.
And he says, I'm telling you, man, look, if I owed you something prior to that, if I did something to you prior to that, man, I don't want to hear about it. It's over with.
It's a new day.
That's done. That's really everything is in the past is done. And that's what he did for me. He said, walk with me. He got me. Everything I think and say, he answers me immediately. He don't even wait to answer me. He answers me immediately. I talk to him and I say, man, do it one more time. And,
Mm.
And he'll do it. He'll show me that he is who he is. I say, wow, you got me.
That's awesome. Do you think that you will write a book or go on tour and tell your story? What are your future plans?
Well, it's to do those things. You know, if you coming with me, we go on tour.
I'll
I
come
need,
with you. Let's
I need
go.
no, because I need some like-minded people. You know,
Okay.
everybody's still timid. You know,
Mm.
I need some believers. I need some people that 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 listen to him instead of listening to everybody else. Like nowadays, the guys, when guys say do something, you listen to God. You don't go ask a pastor.
Right.
You don't go ask. No, we're not doing what they did for these centuries. And what we doing, what God say do right now, we shaking things up.
Yeah.
We shaking it up, and it's gonna work out the way that He intended it to work out. He gonna send who He need to send, and we're gonna do what we got to do for the Father.
And you know, it's funny that you say that because I think a lot of people, I'm by no means perfect. I am still on this journey and I'm learning. And sometimes I fall off, but I know that God picks me back up and all my faith is in him. But you know, you have those people, it takes them a little longer. It takes some people a little longer to get to where you are or where I am. And it's their journey and it's okay.
Oh yeah,
But my thing is we have to understand that um God sends his people. And that does, you know, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to have on all white with angel wings and things of that nature. We come in all different shapes, sizes, and forms.
yeah.
You know, so I believe you, you know, I believe exactly everything that you're saying. And I feel everything that you're saying because even though you were stricken, like I said before, with this disease, it was like something that God is sending a message through you for somebody else.
Absolutely, absolutely. First of all, God don't save sinners. I mean, save saints. He saves sinners.
Sinners. Mm-hmm.
You did what I'm saying. So once you understand that, I'll be the biggest sinner in the world, and you know, and knowing that God saves me, people like me. You understand? Because
You got to come to him.
In the Bible, he changed Saul, a Christian, killer to Paul.
See, yeah, but you know, so many people who don't. That's why you know, people will look at you and say, you know, that's why I had you tell your story in the beginning. You went through something, then you went through something again, but look how you came out.
Yeah.
Look how you came out. And it's going to be some believer and this is going to be some non-believers. But those are people that you can't worry about. You just have to do the job that God has set you up to do.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And those who come along, come along. Those who don't, God bless them anyway.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I mean?
I'm with you on that one.
Oh my goodness. So now back to the COVID. We hear a lot about it. You know, I made it through and I thank God for that. But I do know a lot of people who lost their lives behind it and have some after effects. Do you have any after effects because of the COVID?
Yeah, yes, I do. First of all, I want to just say, you know, God bless those families and friends who we've lost due to COVID. You know, I lost some family members and sisters, and I'm like, you know, why me? See, first of all, what about that? You know, you saved me to watch so I can see other people die from what you saved me. What you saved me from, and that does something to me.
I bet.
You feel me? And I'm a selfless person. I'm really a selfless person. So I'll say, you should have took me and let them live.
Oof. What your time?
I'm being real. Like, but God said, no, you though. So sometimes I have to know that I'm important. You know, more that I'm important.
Yes.
And God says I'm important.
Absolutely.
Regardless of what I'm thinking, you know, he got a job for me to do. So, you know, man, that hurt my heart. You know, every time somebody died or due to COVID or get sick due to COVID, that I know, you know, that I know personally. So that does something to me. I just want to put it out there. But on another note, Um, oh man, I got brain fog too.
It's okay. I was just asking, like some of the effects that are
Okay,
you
right,
have to live with because of COVID.
right. So I have nerve damage in my right side. Every day, my foot, my my two pinky toes feel like they froze.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
and I deal with it. And then I have my wrist. You know, uh, somehow carpal tunnel, all that stuff came in effect. But brain fog, that's a thing too, and my speech. So I have an appointment with the neurologist on Thursday. You know,
Okay.
they about to look at my CAT scan. My brain is, it's just so much. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Um, yeah, it's just so much. It really is. But I mean, like I said, I don't look like what I've been through.
There it is. There it is. And thank God. Like, you have such an awesome story. Like I said before we were on camera, if people didn't know who you were, it didn't even matter. People were praying for you.
Amen.
People were praying for you. And it was just so good to see you come out of that hospital. And regardless of what your hair looked like, what you look like, what you came out alive.
Yes, I did. I
You
did.
came out alive. And for
Yeah.
that gave us life.
Yes.
And it was just like it felt like a family member, coming home. So it was just great. You will go down in history. That's history. You know
Yes.
what I
Yes.
mean? And
Yes.
and so thank God for that. And you it's only been 14 or 15 months
Right.
and you opened up a store.
Right.
Talk about the store, the name of the store, where the store is located, and what made you do that?
Well, what made me do that was the people that he put in my life,
Mhm.
and the things that he's done for me. I still got to give it to him. He
That's it.
gets the glory, not what I do, not me working or doing what he told me don't work. He said you
Mhm.
ain't got to work again. He told me this when I first came home. I had a landscaping business. I didn't work until after I got my degree. I had to get a job and what I got my degree in just to make sense out of it. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just to make sense out of it. So I did that and I ended up being there. But the thing he was like, man, I don't even put that on Front Street. But anyway, he said, get this spot. He said, get this spot. I came and got this building. And when I went looking for the building, this the first building I seen. And I was like, okay, I'm getting it. So I just made it. I made the funds available to get it. And I stood in it. I got 3 sets of keys. And, I said, it's not going to be the Lord did it because that's going to make me optional less. Yeah.
Mm.
Did I say that right?
Yeah,
Optional. Is it
what,
optional?
what do you mean?
No, it's meaning that I'm not gonna have as many options if I just say I'm gonna do the Lord did it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
if I say I'm not gonna say I'm gonna put the Lord did it on there, that means I have options. I don't know
Mm.
what it's gonna be, but it's gonna be something, right? So anyway, I ended up getting some keys made, and the first thing I did was gave Shanice some keys, and she took it from there, and that's my partner now.
Awesome. So this store, you got this building. Tell us where this building is at.
At 3163 Bailey Avenue. I'm sorry for that. I meant to say
It's
that
okay.
when I first got on in the middle and at the end.
It's okay.
I'm gonna
It
say
is.
that 3 times. This is the Lord did it, brand new. The Lord did it at 3163 Bailey Avenue, 14215, and you can come in anytime after 9, from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Woo! Y'all open long hours.
Shawnee's got this.
Okay.
No, for real though. We're here. We're always here. Everybody that comes in here with everybody that comes in here with good intentions, they leave blessed.
Nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And so you sell t-shirts, you sell your clothing article. Like what talk to them about what you sell.
So what we sell is this is my name brand, The Lord Did It. We sell The Lord Did It t-shirt, The Lord Did It brand. Whatever you want The Lord Did It on, you can get it done here.
Gotcha.
Whatever you want BU on, you could get it here. Whatever you want unapologetically weird on, you could get it here. We're creating and we're putting a stamp of approval on it by putting it on any type of attire you want, and that's what we do. And then we'll also give you a word. You know, we give you a word. We
I
got the
love
book.
it.
We have purses. We have belts. We have everything in here. Whatever you can think of, I guess that you can put on your body. We got it.
Nice.
Yeah.
So George, what's next?
Doing ministry. Doing
Mm.
ministry is next. Well, we actually got this spot not just for the apparel, but we have another room that we turned into a media room, and
Oh,
we're gonna start doing podcasts or whatever the case she's about to do, whatever she's gonna do. Anyway, we're just gonna keep moving, and keep
okay.
doing things and keep trying to and be relevant in the community, and especially like around here. I mean, people stop in here and say, "Man, I only stopped because I seen the Lord up there." I said,
Mm.
"What?" So that was confirmation that I'm where I'm supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. That
Just
that that word drew them in. That
yeah,
word drew them
oh,
in.
yeah, but just that one person. See, I don't need 1,000 people to tell me. I just need one,
That
just one.
matters.
Like we talked about earlier, just one.
That's it. If
That's
you
it.
touching one person,
One person. That's it.
that's it. That
That's
makes a world of difference.
that.
So pretty much in a nutshell, you're just gonna keep living.
Yeah, keep living for God. I'm gonna keep being a blessing to other people that's willing to be blessed, and let them be a blessing. To whoever is willing to let them be a blessing to them, and we just gonna keep being a blessing. We
That's
gonna
it.
keep doing what God called. I feel like he just using me and got me here. This ain't even about me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
That's
okay,
it.
you know, this,
Now let me ask you before we go, what are your thoughts? And everybody has their own feeling or whatever. By no means, no one can say what they can or can't do, what have you. What's your feelings about the vaccination?
uh, I'm not gonna take it personally.
Okay. Okay.
I don't have, what you do, what somebody else do, that's on them. But I'm not gonna take it. I'm
Okay.
gonna continue to wear my mask,
Okay.
continue to practice social distancing because that's what we need to do anyway. But first and foremost, I'm gonna give it to him. You know, I got to give it to him.
Okay.
I'm not what I can't take it. I'm not gonna take it because I'm not. It's not only that I don't believe in it. It's that what I've seen the after effect do to people with underlying conditions, and I've been there before, so I don't want to. I don't. I'd rather take my chances.
Well, we don't want
But
you. We don't want you to. The Lord has you. We don't want you to go back. Where you came from, and I
no,
and I and I definitely know that the Lord won't take you back through that. Again, you came out on the other side, and
right,
we are so grateful for that. And again, like I said prior to asking the question, people do what they need to do for them.
right,
And whatever works for them, and
right.
just be safe regardless if you took it or not. Still be safe.
They'll be
Some of the
safe.
things that they're saying that we needed to do, we were doing before COVID. At least I was.
Right,
I'm always washing my hands.
right.
I just wasn't wearing a mask. But
But fine, like seriously, Diva, it's not guaranteed. So I'd rather take my chances on, just doing what I'm doing, what I'm doing without it being guaranteed. It's not a guarantee.
Well, I'm gonna let you know how that. I'm gonna let you know about the guarantee because I got it. I got the Pfizer, and
Yeah,
but I got God as well.
you
So
live for
I'm
it though.
staying safe.
This
I
ain't no
got my hand sanitizer, and it for various reasons as well because I am out in the community and things of that nature. But again, it just works. I just want the world to not necessarily go back to where we were because it was
right.
some things that I could care less about, but
Right.
just to be better.
Yeah.
And so, for people to live, so again, I definitely never want to get into a debate as of why you should take it, why you shouldn't.
Right. Right.
Everybody has to do what works for them. You have a story to tell. You went through this horrible, you came out like you said, clean and fresh, and you believe that God did this for a reason, not necessarily for you, but to be a blessing to somebody else.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. So no shot, no mask, no hand sanitizer. You know that God has you, and for that, you have to be grateful.
Amen.
Have to be grateful. Anything else you want to tell the people out there, George?
Yeah. The Lord did it. 3163 Bailey Avenue, 14215. Stop in and be blessed. Get blessed. Okay? Have
That's
your
it.
mask on and come on in and get blessed.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so very, very much. It has been awesome. I'm so glad that, we were able to give you this platform to tell the rest of your story to those who may not know exactly how it all got started. Very, very good story. You definitely need to write a book. And you definitely need to go out in the world and start telling your story, not here, just not locally. And
Right.
we'll talk about that. Definitely. We'll
Well,
definitely talk about that.
after that whole thing, what I got is for the world. It ain't really necessarily here, but
That's it.
this is this is a vessel here at 3163 Bailey Avenue.
That's it.
This is a vessel, man. I want everybody to stop in so we can go and minister to the whole world. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Well, I've got my eyes on you.
Okay.
We're going to be watching you. You are always welcome back here. You
Amen.
have a platform to continue to tell your story. I want you to continue telling your story. You have a story that will go down in history, especially being the first patient at St. Joseph's. I mean that, and then coming out and doing all the wonderful things that you are doing now, especially sharing God's word. So that's a blessing. I don't know if you know or not, but I feature a mug every week, and people bring mugs to me, and thank you so very much for that. But this particular mug, what I try to do is, according to the guests that I have on, I bring a mug according to how I feel about them or what they're projecting. And this one here says, "The Lord is with me like a mighty warrior." And that's in Jeremiah 24:11. And that goes without saying, the Lord has been with you before COVID, during COVID, and after, and going to continue to be with you. And so, God bless you. I appreciate you. And I
Amen.
just thank God for you.
Thank you, Latanya.
You are welcome.
And thank you, Diva. Thank you, Diva. Hey, let me just say this: that I wasn't only the first person to go into St. Joe's with COVID. I was the first person to walk out.
Woo! That's a word.
Yeah,
That's a word.
yeah.
My
So
God.
yeah. So is that my cup?
This one here,
Yeah.
this was gifted to me. I have to find out where they went. You know what? I'm going to gift it to you. Yes, I'll bring it to you.
And that's another thing I want to say, that giving is more powerful than receiving.
That's it. That's it. I am going to bring this to you. I'm going to bring it to what? What's your address again, I'm Bailey?
The Lord did it. 3163 Bailey Avenue, 14215. It's right on the corner of Bailey and Berkshire.
Y'all meet me over there when I go deliver the cup and go buy some merchandise from him and brand new. It's been real. I appreciate you. You stay safe.
I appreciate you too.
And I will be seeing you soon. And to my studio and my virtual audience, as always, thank you so very much. You did not have to watch, but I'm so happy that you did. It has been an amazing, amazing day listening to an amazing story. And I'm just happy. I'm in my happy space. I don't know about you, but I'm definitely in my happy space. So find your happy space and make sure you stay there. I can't wait to see you again next week, Tuesday. Hopefully you'll join me right here, same time, same place. Until then, find your happy space, stay there, and be blessed. Have a great night.